Yo, what is going on, YouTube? So today we got the truck flipped around because we're gonna touch this side right here. Actually, no, we're gonna touch right there. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing today, obviously you guys know because you clicked on the title, but we can tell that we have a chrome rear bumper. You know, we don't like that because chrome sucks. I'm not a huge fan of chrome at all, never have been, but it's easy enough to paint match this thing. So on my last truck we did a whole bunch of paint match here at home, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to prep it up nice. We're going to cover this stuff. We're not even going to take the bumper off because I have a way that I think I can get around not taking the bumper off and not getting paint anywhere. It's just a lot of prep for you paint guys out there. You guys know prep is everything, and a lot of people paint cars completely without even taking a lot of stuff off, bumpers, etc. Obviously it's not the right way to do it, but we're on a truck and we got a lot of space here, so we got space all around here. We can get some stuff in there, we can tape it off, you know, we can cover our hitch, we can do all this stuff. Plus we're gonna have even more room when we take these plastics off, because we're gonna keep the black plastics just for the main purpose of we want to be able to step on it and actually use our bed properly. So I painted a lot of things on this truck and previous trucks, so I know what I'm kind of doing in terms of that. So pretty much for prep, what we're going to be doing is taking one of those green Scotch pads, scuffing all this stuff up, hopefully getting rid of this rust for the most part. That's another reason why we don't like bare chrome, is it just rusts. Now this bumper is not rotted out in the back of it, it's just got some dumb rust on it. Surprisingly, this truck doesn't have a whole bunch of rot, a little bit of rust, and it's got a little bit more than a little bit of rust, but it's all treatable, and that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to start here. So with that being said, I'm going to start taking these plastics off. If you guys don't know how to do it, it is pretty much just 2 tabs over here and over here, right here. That one's already busted off, so good thing we're gonna get a new one of those. You pull those tabs out and you kind of just, you can do it a safer way, but what I'm gonna do is pretty much just grab and start pulling. And they got little push tabs on the bottom, which is all gonna lift up and off once you actually take the secure parts off, which is those 2 tabs on the left and right side of the bumper. They're both in the same spot. I'm not so sure about this. Haven't taken one of these off in a long time, or maybe even ever, to be honest. So we're gonna have to figure that one out, but when I figure that one out, I will let you guys know. But with that being said, I'm gonna start taking this stuff off, and we're gonna start getting to the real prep work. First update, we got all of our stuff off, trim wise. So we got those sitting in the bed right there. Don't mind that, that has nothing to do with it. I did use the flathead a little bit. Hammer was just for something else we did, which actually I'll show you guys right now. We gotta pass emissions in Connecticut and it blows. So they told me no bed stack, put something out the side. So we got a little bit of flex pipe. Zip tied her up for the day. We're gonna drive over there and get the emissions done at some point. So this is what we're looking like. If he complains about that, then we got a problem, but that's what he told me to do. He told me straight up, grab some flex pipe, dump it out the side, and we'll be good. So it's exactly what I did. But onto the bumper. The top 2 came out absolutely perfect. I had no problems. All I did was pop the sides out and then just pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. They all came out, no issues. This one, this side, no issues. I mean, a little bit, tiny baby little issue right here. But I'm not worried about that. But over here, we kind of snapped the 2 spots where they go in, but it'll go in just fine when we go to put it back in. So not too worried about that. But realistically, you guys should probably do this for maintenance purposes. If you don't have a rotted bumper, take that stuff off anyways and just clean it if you're not going to paint it. But look at this. Look at that. That is insane. This is all salt and just nasty stuff on this bumper. So we are going to clean all this stuff up right now and tape everything off, get it ready to put some paint on this thing. I'll show you guys exactly how I do that so that you guys can do it as well without taking the bumper off, because the bumper taking off sucks. It sucks to take these bumpers off regardless if it's rotted out or not. Unless you have a brand new truck, this is going to absolutely suck to take off. So I wouldn't recommend doing it if you can do it this way, which is the way I'm going to do it. But you know, everybody's got their own cup of tea. So regardless, I mean, I actually got to take these lights out as well. Take these pod lights out because you don't want to paint those. So when I show you guys the taped up version of this, you guys will know what I decided to end up doing. So we're gonna go do that, tape everything up, get it cleaned up, and I'll show you guys what we're looking like after that. All right, so what's the first thing you notice here besides the tarp? Well, if you guys can't see it, all that rust that was right here a couple seconds ago is gone. So like I said, this bumper is in really good condition. The most rust we have that didn't come out is there. Also pay attention to the fact that there is scuffs all over this bumper. You have to do it, especially because it's chrome, and you're gonna wanna use a nice primer. So other than that, we are all taped up. We got our cleaning solution. That's what this is a window cleaner because it evaporates nice and fast. We use that to wipe down this whole thing after we went over it with a red Scotch pad. So we didn't use green, we used red just because I wanted to make sure it's extra scuffed so that it adheres the best. So other than that, we got everything taped off, and this tarp is great. It covers so much area, and it goes underneath the truck, protects the frame. Like literally, this is perfect. So as long as you're good at prepping, you will not get any overspray anywhere. Sides of the truck are protected, everything else is protected. But now we're gonna start priming and painting. I'm not a how-to channel, so I'm not gonna show you guys exactly how to use a paint gun, but I'm going to do it and then show you guys the aftermath before we put the trim back on. And then we're gonna show you guys putting the trim on and how good this thing is actually about to look. So with that being said, I'm gonna get to painting, and then we're gonna be all set. May or may not be the next day. Who knows? We're gonna start painting this thing. See you guys in a sec. All right, so obviously you guys can see it's dark, but we just finished up everything. We got everything masked off, and then we ended up painting the entire thing. It took a while to do, hence why it is 8:40. Rest in peace to the old cat eye. But yep, sun has set, but the paint came out absolutely incredible. Took so long, you know, standing in between coats and just making this thing come out actually proper. But look at that. Look at that shine. Absolutely insane. Can't believe it. So I'm gonna continue the video tomorrow, and we're gonna put the plastics on, and then we are gonna get the full reveal. So I'll see you guys then. I'm not gonna film in the dark and do the reveal in the dark because that sucks for you guys, but we're gonna get this all wrapped up tomorrow morning or tomorrow, depending on what I end up doing. We are going to be slapping the trim back on and getting the reveal going, and it should be insane. All right, we have advanced into the next day of recording, but I've got a lot of things that we need to talk about right now. For starters, I left my entire vlog camera, oh my God. Anyways, I left my entire vlog camera set up literally right here on my truck. That is an issue. I'm not sure if it rained last night. The camera's acting fine. I'm recording on it right now. All I did was pick it up and continue, but I went in the house to go look for the camera to come pick it up after work, and it wasn't there. So I walked outside because I didn't remember really bringing it in, and I left it on the bed of my truck. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? But anyways, other than that, so there's one out of the three things we need to talk about. Second of all, 7-Eleven, Arizona, y'all doing something right. Now, these came out a while ago. I'm not going to ramble on a whole bunch about them, but they came out with a little voting thing. People can make their own flavors, and this is the person that won. So we now have Chilsicles at 7-Elevens around here. Not all of them carry them, but on the way home from work, I seen on a 7-Eleven, I grabbed their entire stock. It was like 10 of them. Yeah, we need them. But now, on to the third thing. It involves the bumper. So last night, clearly, I got a little bit lazy, and I was like, you know, I don't really want to wait a whole lot of time. I just want to put the stuff back on, get a little preview for me, and actually see what the bumper looks like all put back together. Last night before I was doing the reveal today. I plan on putting the plastics on today, as you guys heard a little bit ago in the last clips. But I did it last night, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that because I posted it on Instagram. So Instagram gets all the sneak peeks, the Don.87 and the Don.87 on TikTok. Literally any social media is the Don.87, including YouTube. Well, that's not the main name that shows up. You get what I'm saying. Follow me there if you guys want to see updates on this sooner than later. But with that being said, I put them on a little too early and we butched it. Okay, so I let this paint cure for at least 2 hours. Clearly not enough. Also, our bumper does not fit amazingly, but that looked like that before we pulled it off, so I'm not too worried about it. Just it didn't have these cracks, but I don't care because we're going to be doing a 2019 or 2014 to 2019 rear bumper swap on this truck anyways, just like I did on my Cat Eye. This thing is going to be insane with that because it's either that or a roll pan. I'm leaning way more towards a 2019 bumper swap because the roll pans are for like race trucks, and I'm still probably going to use this thing at some point. Not totally sure, but maybe. So all the bad spots, it's literally just from pushing all the plastics on like that and that. Anytime you paint chrome, it never comes out perfect. Like if this was any other material, it would be totally fine. Like if it was primered from the factory, we got like a factory primered one and it wasn't chrome, it would have been like, the paint is tough when it really grips to the chrome. But we did everything we could to prep the chrome and it still doesn't grip all that great. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's obviously still chipped. Then again, I only let it cure for a couple hours and I was pretty rough on it, kind of like that. But nonetheless, for the most part, this thing looks all right. We gotta get this out of here. We gotta get this out of here. Look at this thing. Damn. Nah, it really is clean though. I'm gonna start doing slight paint match here and there. Do a couple things before we get paint on this truck, because if you guys have watched anything prior to this, we're getting rid of this bed. This bed is absolute cheeks. It's totally shot. It functions fine, but I think somebody did bed sides on this at one point and they just completely cut out the inside, so now it just kind of, it's not great. So we're getting rid of this bed. Body is okay. Fenders need some love. We got a lot to do before paint, but at one point we are painting this truck. So we're gonna go grab some B-roll right now and yeah, check this thing out. Just like that, we're done with the B-roll. So yeah, this thing looks insane. Too bad I ruined it a little bit. Also, we got the old rear right window cracked, so we can get a little bit of, you know, duramax action. This thing sounds sick, you know. Obviously, I actually showed you guys in the B-roll the exhaust setup we got going on right now. We need to pass emissions in Connecticut, so that thing is insane. The only issue is that I kind of like it more than the stacks. And it's just a flex pipe 90'd out the side, and it's cab dumped, so it's like not even cool. I don't like cab dumps, man. Like, people run cab dumps. It sounds great on the inside. My cousin actually ran one for a while, and I actually drove his truck when he did, and it sounded insane. They're just ugly, you know. They don't look good, but you know, it's like, actually it's not even cab dumped. It's right out the front, or the front side of the bed. You know, it doesn't sound bad, you know, it really doesn't. The thing doesn't sound bad, in all reality, let's be honest, it don't sound bad. Does it look bad? Absolutely, especially because we got the old zip tie hanging her up. But we're just going through emissions, and we're gonna be back to the bed stack until we can buy a 5-inch that goes from the front all the way to the rear. And we're gonna do an axle dump because that's the way we roll. But with that being said, if you guys want to keep up on anything, the Don.87 on Instagram is your best place to go now. I update there way more than YouTube because YouTube is scheduled and planned Instagram is kind of like, I use it like Snapchat, and we pretty much just be posting up there all the time about whatever we're doing to the truck and, you know, things along those lines. This is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This goes to show you that you can paint match your own stuff at home. This is the second time I've done it. This one was a lot less complicated than the first one. If you guys want to go check the first one out, if you go to my channel, it'll be paint matching the front grille at home. And that is exactly what we did to the Cat Eye. Now we have a GMC, so we are starting all over again, and our first paint match project was this bumper. We fucked it up, I'm not gonna lie, but she a 10-footer. That's all right, because she a 10-footer anyways. But with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Feel free to check out any other videos on the channel. Catch you guys later. Peace.